talk for a moment about the grind. I keep hearing these motivational speakers, entrepreneurial kind of think leaders, various gurus talking about the grind. You got to hit the grind. You know, if you're not grinding it out, you're not doing it. You're a failure in some fashion. You got to grind. And I'm struggling with it. I'm struggling with it. And the reason I'm struggling with it is it's 6:30 in the morning on a Friday, and I'm going in for another long day. Every day this week's been a long day, and none of it has felt like a grind. If your life feels like a grind, there's something missing. Now, maybe you're doing the thing you should be doing, right? Maybe the thing in your life that you do now for work, for income, is the right thing you should be doing. Maybe it's just with the wrong people. Or maybe it's maybe there's a struggle seeing the next step. That can make it feel like a grind. Maybe you're doing the wrong thing. I got to tell you, I sang for about 5 years. Not everybody knows that. And in that time, there was a lot of practice. There was a lot of lessons, a lot of coaching, a lot of performing, a lot of getting ready to perform, a lot of traveling to perform. You know what? I got to be honest, I enjoyed the whole thing. I enjoyed all of it. I've had the pleasure of running offices for Keller Williams for 7 years, and are there days that have felt like a grind? You're darn right. Sure, absolutely. I'd be lying to you if I didn't tell you that. You like the bumpy road? I love the bumpy road. I look forward to the bumpy road. It's if it's week after week feeling like a grind, then it ain't right. And anybody who's telling you, anybody you're allowing in your world to say that's the way it's got to be, that's the only way to find success, I got to tell you, they're thinking small, because it isn't. There are a lot of people out there who have found their passion, and they're being hugely successful at it, and it doesn't feel like a grind. I'll tell you what it feels like, and here's the word I would encourage you to use. Here's the word I would encourage you to put in your head. Cranking. We're cranking. We're not grinding. Grinding is like being ground down. Grinding is what ocean waves do to the coast of Maine. They destroy it one wave at a time, one wave at a time. Cranking is really that flywheel concept, right out of Good to Great. The flywheel concept says, hey, I'm going to focus on this thing, and I'm going to start spinning this big flywheel, and I'm going to spin, and I'm going to spin. And you know what? It's going to take a long time for me to get it to turn around once. And then I'm going to focus on it, and I'm going to spin, and I'm going to spin, and I'm going to spin. And as I do that over time, it's going to build up a huge amount of momentum. And that momentum will carry me through any bumps in the road, any mountains in my path, because I've got so much momentum. Cranking leads to momentum. Momentum leads to amazing and successful things. And it comes from a place of passion. If your day today is going to feel like a grind, I want you to go home and look in the mirror and figure out, is it the people I work with? Is it the business I've decided to be in? Is it the role I'm in? And start talking to those people around you and say, how do I make this something that doesn't feel like a grind and instead feel like something that I'm cranking at? I want your Friday to crank. Go get 'em. Talk to you soon.